की वीडियो में हम बात करते हैं कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट से रिलेटेड. Recently, we have seen in the Supreme Court where a lawyer named Ravi Kishore threw the shoe on the Chief Justice of India, Justice B.R. Gawai, but the Chief Justice of India decided not to punish the lawyer. There were another fresh petitions filed before Justice Suryakant and Justice Jamila Bakshi. They basically said that the throwing of shoe, slogan shouting, it comes under the contempt, but it has to be exercised by the concerned judge. आज हम समझेंगे कि कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट होता क्या है. Contempt of court is basically exercised by the Supreme Court under Article 129 and by the High Court under Article 215. ये इसके कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजंस हैं. उसके अलावा कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट का हमारे पास स्टैट्यूटरी प्रोविजन भी है, कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट्स एक्ट 1971. कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट इसलिए है ताकि हम अपहोल्ड रख सके द डिग्निटी ऑफ द कोर्ट्स और उसके अलावा इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ जुडिशरी और एंश्योर कर सके पब्लिक कॉन्फिडेंस. There is basically two types of contempt. One is a civil contempt, which comes under the Contempt of the Courts Act, which basically means willfully disobeying the directions, order, or the judgment of the court. Say, suppose if there is a judgment passed by a judge and the person chooses not to act upon it, it's a contempt of court. This civil contempt is generally judge specific. The second is the criminal contempt, where there is a publication or an act which scandalizes or tends to scandalize the court or shows interference with the administration of the justice. That is basically the criminal contempt, which comes under section 2C of the Contempt of the Courts Act. Then when we are talking about contempt, the contempt can be shown on the face of the court, which is basically this shoe throwing incident, where the action is to be taken by the concerned judge, which the Chief Justice of India, Justice B.R. Gawai, didn't take. The second is contempt shown not in the face of the court. In that case, the proceedings can be initiated by the court suo motu, or by the Solicitor General, or by the Attorney General, or by a petition filed by any person who has gotten the permission of the Solicitor General or the Attorney General.